Mama Bear here with a daily dash of life. If you're new to my channel, I'd like to send you a very big welcome. And if you're one of my 12-gallon cup tea drinkers, I'd like to send you a very big welcome back. Okay, today I'm not going to be drinking tea due to the pregnancy, but I will be having a big 12-gallon cup of ice cold water. And speaking of the pregnancy, please forgive me if I'm out of breath. I'm going to really try not to be and edit out any deep breathing moments. So please bear with me. Today I will be showing you a variation of the Diamond Waffle Stitch. And the reason why it's a variation is because I wanted a more dramatic, textured look and feel than the regular Diamond Waffle Stitch. Just in case you're wondering, this particular blanket is in the persimmon color of Caron Simply Soft. For all of you who want to see the pattern, I have it on my website at daily-of-life.wixsite.com/DDOL, and it will be there for you to follow along. I will also leave the link for you in the description box below. The supplies you'll need for today are your yarn, hook, scissors, tapestry needle, and a stitch marker is optional. This is a very, very easy pattern to do. And for my demonstration today, I will be using Caron's Simply Soft in Grape, and I'm going to be using a 5.00 hook, which will also be H. Although I haven't used every hook or yarn size, I have used a few, and I am very confident that this particular pattern can be used with a wide variety of hook and yarn sizes. I have seen the Diamond Waffle Stitch done and have done it myself with a double crochet stitch in order to create the diamond. However, for my pattern, I use a treble crochet to create the diamond to get that more dramatic effect that I envision. One thing to keep in mind throughout this pattern is don't make your stitches too loose, but don't make them too tight either. To create just the right amount of tension, all you have to do is work your work closely together. And that will make more sense later while we're actually doing the pattern. The thicker the yarn, the more dramatic and cushionier the diamond will be. After this video, you can always check out my unraveling video to see how I came up with this pattern. For those of you who are familiar with the front post treble crochet and the front post treble crochet 2 together, I will be doing the pattern at a normal speed. But for those of you who are unfamiliar with those stitches, I will have some bonus footage at the end of the video and do a slower demonstration. At any time while working on a project you need to stop. You can use a variety of stitch markers to keep your work from unraveling. My best good friend Selena made these cute little stitch markers for that purpose. See how there's a little clasp right there? And they're so cute and decorative. She even made some with the hook size so that I wouldn't forget what size I'm using, because I tend to do that sometimes. If you don't have anything like that, just grab the closest stitch marker to you and just slide it through your hoop. I've gone all these years without knowing that little trick. How did that even happen? Well, better late than never, I guess. This is totally the essence of what I want my channel to be. Just a community where we get to swap stories back and forth, different experiences, so that we can learn and grow from them and make our own lives easier. I would like to thank Selena and my Aunt Betty for being my pattern testers. Thank you. The things you'll need to know before starting this pattern is how to work a treble crochet. You'll need to know the difference between working through a stitch and working around a post. And you'll also need to know how to work 2 together. Side note, you will be working around the front post treble crochet you've created unless otherwise indicated. When indicated, you will be working around the very first or the very last post of the row. Using the first and last post to connect for row 5 gives a sharper diamond look than working around the front post treble crochet at the ends. So work around the posts at the ends of your row 5 and work around the front post treble crochet throughout the middle section of the row. Again, this will make more sense when we're actually doing the work. The top and bottom of the diamond should be in line with the middle stitch of the 3 stitches going across the middle of the diamond. For this pattern, I will create a foundation chain using multiples of 4 plus 2, which means I'm going to do multiples of 4 and then add 2 more at the end. So let's begin with our slip knot. then chain 1, 2, 3, 4. Now continue on and do as many as you want, as many multiples as you would like to have. I'm going to do 4 multiples of 4. Now that I have my 4 multiples of 4, I'm going to add a 2 at the end. To begin row 1, I will be using the back loop only and single crochet in the second chain from the hook and across the entire foundation chain. Meet me back here when you have done that. I'm going to finish off row 1 by doing my last single crochet, then chain 1. For my foundation chain, I ended up with 18 chains, and for row 1, I only have 17 single crochet. Turn my work. For row 2, I'm going to be working through both loops, and I'm going to single crochet in the first single crochet and in every single crochet across row 1 for row 2. Finish that up and I'll meet you right back here at the last single crochet. Okay, I'm just going to finish off my second row by doing my single crochet, the last single crochet of the row, chain 1, and turn my work. Now for row 3, we're going to be using the posts of the foundation chain. I went ahead and used these markers so that you can see what I'm talking about. Between the markers are the posts. For our first diamond, we're going to be using the third post of the foundation chain. Here's one, here's the second one, and here's the third one. And this is what we'll be using. Step 1 of row 3 reads, front post treble crochet around third post of foundation chain. I'm going to set up like I would for a treble crochet by adding 2 loops to my hook. Now I need to look for the third post of the foundation chain. Here's 1, 2, and here's the third. Because it's a front post treble crochet, I'm going to insert my hook, wrap around through the back and back out through the front, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through the third 2 loops on my hook. And there I have created my first diagonal for the diamond. The second step of row 3 says, single crochet in the next stitch of row 3 and in the next 2 stitches to equal 3 total. I'm going to insert my hook into the second stitch of row 3. I just created this first one and I'm going into the second one. I'm going to single crochet. There's my first one. Here's my second one. And now for my third. So I just created 3 single crochets. The next step reads, front post treble crochet 2 together, which means I'm going to front post treble crochet around the same post of the foundation chain I used to create the first front post treble crochet. Then I'm going to skip 3 posts of my foundation chain and front post treble crochet around the 4th post. Again, set up like you would for a treble crochet. And I'm going to be using this post I already used. I'm going to go back for a front post. And notice that my work is not tight. I'm not yanking my yarn really tight, but I am working my stitches very closely together. And I'm pinching my foundation chain for stability. Do not go past these 2 loops. I want you to stop here and add 2 more loops to your hook for a total of 4 loops on your hook before we move on. We just used this post. Now we have to count 1, 2, 3, and work on our 4th post. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. Here's our 4th post. And we're going to front post treble crochet around that post. Oops. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 3 loops. And you have just created the top of a diamond and the bottom of a diamond. Next, check your work. Immediately go into your next stitch. Don't forget, it'll look like you're skipping one because you just created this you just created this stitch in the front, so it will match the one in the back, and move on to the next one after that for your 3 stitches, your 3 single crochet. 1, 2, and 3. Again, front post treble crochet 2 together. So add 2 loops, go to your previous post, and use that for your front post. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, stop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through your first 2, yarn over, pull through your second 2, yarn over, pull through the remaining 3. Again, check your work in the back. It looks like we skipped a stitch and we're going on to the next one for your 3 single crochet. 1, 2, and 3. And just continue like that until you've reached the end of the row. And I'll meet you back here when you're done. I have just reached the end of row 3, and in the instructions it says for the last front post treble crochet of the row, front post treble crochet around the previous front post treble crochet, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, insert your hook into the last stitch of row 3, which is right here, yarn over, pull through, then you're going to yarn over, pull through all the loops on the hook to create the last stitch of row, then chain 1 and turn. So for the last stitch, I'm going to front post treble crochet, which is add my 2 loops. Here's my stitch right here. Here's my post that I need to front post around. Again, I'm bending my work to bring the stitch close together, but not tight. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, go through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through, go through the second 2 loops, and when you have your 2 loops on your hook, you insert your hook into the last stitch or the last single crochet of the row, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on the hook. And there, you've just created your ending to your row. Chain 1 and turn your work. Row 4 reads, using both loops, single crochet across, then chain 1 and turn. I'm going to single crochet across. 1, 2, 3, and I'll meet you back here when you're done with your row 4. I'm going to finish up my last single crochet of row 4, chain 1, and turn my work. Row 5 says single crochet in the first 2 stitches. So I'm going to single crochet in the first 2 stitches. The next instruction says front post treble crochet 2 together. When I talk about working around the front post treble crochet 2 together of row 3, I am talking about this right here. Not the post that would be created behind this, but the actual points of the treble crochet. Set up for your front post treble crochet, 2 loops, go behind the very first post of the row, which is right here, and it's also going to include the top of your first treble crochet. Yarn over, pull through, let me see if you can see all those loops. I have 4 loops on my hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, 1, 2, yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops, and leave those 2 loops on your hook because you need to do your next 2 loops and go under your points at the top of your treble crochets, at the top of your 2 front post treble crochet 2 together. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through your 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the next 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the next 3 loops. And there you have it, your very first diamond. Okay, now again, just like you did in row 3, you're going to single crochet in the next 3 stitches. So look behind, skip the one that you just created and go into the next one for your single crochet. 1, 2, and 3. Next, you just do it again. Front post treble crochet 2 together. Yarn over twice with your 2 loops on your hook. Go behind your point of your front post treble crochet 2 together. You're going to yarn over, pull through, You have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the next 2, and leave your 2 loops on your hook, yarn over twice, go to your next point, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through your first 2, yarn over, pull through your second 2, yarn over, pull through your last 3 loops. Check behind you, make sure you skipped that one, and go to your next one. Single crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Repeat from your start all the way across to your last front post treble crochet 2 together. Then you will front post treble crochet 2 together and single crochet in your last 2 stitches. So I'll meet you back here at the end of this row. At the end of this row, which is row 5, I'm going to do my 2 loops, go behind my point for my front post treble crochet 2 together. So here's my first part. Here's the second. 2 loops on my hook, loop twice. I'm going to go to this last post, which also includes the top of the front post treble crochet. I'm going to yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the second 2, yarn over, pull through the last 3. There we go. I have my last diamond, and I'm going to go to the back behind it and single crochet in my last 2 stitches. There I have the end of my row. So with row 5, you need to remember to go behind the post, go all the way around the post at the ends, because if not, you don't end up with such a sharp diamond. You end up, let's see, you end up with a lazy diamond. See how it's not as pointy right here as it is in this one? The diamonds point at the ends, where this one just kind of caves in. So keep that in mind. Really try to be mindful at the beginning and end of row 5 to go around your post, not just around your treble crochet like you do in the middle. It makes a difference. I'll meet you back here at the end of row 6. To finish off row 6, I'm just going to single crochet in my last stitch, chain 1, and turn my work. Row 7 says to front post treble crochet around front post treble crochet 2 rows below. So let's get set up for our front post treble crochet. And it wants you to front post treble crochet around the front post treble crochet 2 rows below, which is right here. We're just going to work around our diamond peak. Next it says to single crochet in the next 3 stitches. So right here we are not going to skip a stitch. We're going to go straight into the stitch next to the stitch that we just created. And single crochet. 1, 2, 3. And just continue with your pattern all the way across. Right here you'll be working on a front post treble crochet 2 together. I'll see you at the end of this row. To finish up row 7, you're going to do your 2 loops on your hook, go to your last peak, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the second 2, and then go into the last single crochet of the row, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all of those loops on your hook. And there you have it, your diamond waffle stitch variation. Just repeat rows 4 through 7 for the pattern. One thing I want you to keep in mind when doing this pattern is the top and bottom points of the diamond should be in line with the middle stitch of the 3 stitches going across the inside of the diamond. So try to keep that in mind. It keeps your diamond straight. If that's off, then your pattern's off somehow. For those of you who are unfamiliar with front post treble crochet, or front post anything for that matter, all you're going to be doing is working around your actual post, not your stitch. This right here would be your stitch. That's not what you're going to be working through. You're going to be working around your work. So even something like this, you'd be working around it. Now there's front post and there's back post. Right now we'll be working on front post. So for this particular pattern, we need to put 2 loops on your hook for your treble crochet, go through the back and out through the front, yarn over, pull through all the way back to the front, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the second 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. And you've just created your front post treble crochet. I have the pattern on my website to begin with the diamond closed like it is here at the bottom, or to begin with the diamond open at the bottom, depending on your preference. See how it's open right here? For the border, I have decided to use my 10 stitch blanket pattern. Instead of ending my work here, I will just begin by chaining 11 and then do a single crochet in the second chain from the hook and the next 9 across. Now to continue with this work, just go to my video middle section, followed by the ending corner, followed by beginning corner of the 10 stitch blanket. I will leave the links to those videos at the end of this video, and I will also leave the links to those videos in the description box below. Good luck! In order to do my border, I made sure that I had at least multiples of 10 going upward. First things first, I chained 11 using the back loop only. I single crocheted in the second chain from the hook and in the next 9 chains across. Now that I have my 9 chains, I'm going to use the side of my work Please give this pattern a try and this video a thumbs up. I look forward to seeing any and all projects you've done from this video, and just send me any pictures you have. I have an email address waiting for you in the description box below so that you can send those photos to me. I hope you learned something new today that you didn't know yesterday. Toodles! Been Mama Bear with a daily dash of life. And as always, don't forget to spice up yours. May God bless you. Thanks for watching. To subscribe, click my watermark and click any video icon for more videos or to start a playlist. Check out bonus footage at Instagram and Twitter at A Daily Dash of Life. Toodles!